In the Jewish religion, when someone dies, the family sits Shiva. But there's a lot that's not known about the custom of sitting Shiva. Now there's a website that can aid mourners in their time of need. It's called Shiva Connect, and with us today is its founder and developer, Sharon Rosen. Sharon, thank you very much for being with us on L'chaim.
Thank you for inviting me here today.
Sharon, what is sitting Shiva?
Shiva is a period of bereavement where Jewish mourners will honor an immediate family member who's passed away. Typically, it's for 7 days. That's the traditional amount of time that one would sit Shiva. However, in this day and age and new practices that people are following, it may be for a shorter period of time.
What was the inspiration to you behind the development of ShivaConnect.com?
Well, the idea for this website grew from personal experience. Unfortunately, my mom passed away in the summer of 2009, and I experienced sitting Shiva for the very first time. It was very overwhelming. It was, of course, a very difficult time for me emotionally, and I really needed help. I had to find out information about what the different traditional practices are, and I actually turned to the internet to get that information. When my mom was in her final days, I turned to the internet to be able to let friends and family know that she was failing. And when she passed, I turned to the internet again to be able to give them information about the funeral arrangements, where we'd be sitting Shiva, and the times, and directions, and any other pertinent information that they would need.
And when you were searching online, what were your experiences?
I found a little bit of information here and a little bit of information there, but there wasn't one comprehensive website that really had everything that I needed. And that's when I decided that it would be helpful to have that type of a website, and the idea for ShivaConnect.com was born.
So tell us how it works.
Okay, well, not only is it a website that is full of informational articles that are interesting for Jews and non-Jews as well, telling people what Shiva is and explaining the different practices, the purpose of Shiva, and the meaning behind different practices such as lighting a memorial candle and having a pitcher of water outside the door when you return from the cemetery, the tearing of the garment or the kriya, the black ribbon, all information about that, why we do that. But it also gives mourners a guide to be able to prepare their home, to be ready for that, and to also let mourners and those who want to express their condolences know the best way that they can do that.
And I know one of the key elements of your site is the Shiva registry itself.
Yes.
How does that work, and how do people, friends and mourners, get involved in that?
Okay, well that's a concept that grew from turning to the internet to do just about everything these days. And I decided that if we could create this Shiva registry where a mourner or their representative could go online and create this place where they could actually post information about the funeral arrangements, where the cemetery is, who's sitting Shiva, what hours they're sitting Shiva, if there's a prayer service, what time that would be, how many family members they're expecting to have each night for dinner, how many people they're expecting after the funeral service, if they have any food preferences, whether it's that they have allergies or that they're kosher or glot kosher or whatever it is that they'd like to share with their friends and families, then all of that gets posted on this registry that's then they send out to families and friends, so that it's a very personal registry that's not public, and these people can then know exactly what the family's wishes are. They can also list preferences for donations, memorial donations, and who to call in case someone does have a question, and eulogies can be posted as well.
Most of us are at different levels of understanding of the traditions involved with the death of a family member and Shiva. What are some of those challenges that most people face and some of the misconceptions around what sitting Shiva is?
Okay, I think that some people are concerned about when to have a funeral and the length of time to sit Shiva. And, you know, in this day and age with families spread out all over the country and all over the world, there are many more reform and even Reconstructionist practitioners that deviate from the traditional 7-day Shiva period. They perhaps wait for the funeral until family members can arrive at the location where it's going to be, because that might take time. And they also may decide that they're only going to sit Shiva for 3 or 4 days because of that. And the biggest problem also that I know that I experienced personally is thinking that all the arrangements had been made, when in fact they weren't. And on our website, we do include information about hospices and about funeral homes so that people can find that if they're in need of it. Here we were in my mom's last days, and the cemetery arrangements were made. However, there was no funeral home that had been selected.
And for those people who aren't affiliated and don't have a rabbi in their life, what should those people do?
Well, it's usually the first call then would be to the funeral director in a funeral home. And they are extremely knowledgeable and extremely helpful at this time. And they really can guide the family through the process. And they have rabbis that they can recommend who will meet with the family and explain exactly, you know, what to expect and discuss how it is they'd like the service to be conducted, and they can be a tremendous help as well.
And when should a person start to look at ShivaConnect.com?
They can look at it at any time just to have that knowledge and information. However, you know, if you hear of a loss of a friend or a loved one and you're looking for information about Shiva, it's all there. It's all there.
I know there's another valuable component to ShivaConnect.com, and that is your Yortzeit reminder. Tell our audience about that.
Yes, anyone can go to the website and they can register to receive an emailed Yortzeit reminder each year that they will get about a week before the anniversary of the death of their loved one.
Sharon Rosen, thank you very much. Shiva Connect is a hugely valuable resource to our community, and we thank you very much for joining us on L'chaim. That's it for this edition. We want to thank all of our guests for appearing on the show. For all the latest news about our program, or if you have an idea for a story, please visit our website at tolifel'chaim.com. I hope you'll join us next time on To Life L'chaim.